Hello, my name is Lord Elith. I am the Flameborn King, and I am the owner of the Wandering Witch, and I'm here to do a message for the collective. This is not going to resonate with everybody, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you need to swap the energies of masculine and feminine energy around, please do so, but do not force us to fit. So, let's see what we have. Sure, what would you like to lead with today? You want me to start with the Illuminati? I really wish I could have like music playing so I could have my shufflemancy going. When I do that in the future, like I'll just like have it in my ears, but I don't think you guys will be able to enjoy the same kind of quality. So yeah, the tower and the two wands. Damn, so somebody's watching some destruction go down. Somebody's got like two plans going on. Someone's trying to control the situation. Someone's trying to control some lovers or something. Yeah, they're watching like heartbreak go down. Justice though. So we'll see. We'll see, we shall see. Okay. Okay. We have the King of Pentacles, so it was in the upright and then it was in the reverse. So I'm going to double check. This King of Pentacles is supposed to be in the upright position. Yeah. This King of Pentacles is supposed to be in the upright position. Yeah. King of Pentacles. So we got money, we're grounded, we're abundant. We know what growth looks like. We've mastered this. We've mastered our demons. This is also Taurus energy. We have the two of wands. So with the two of wands, and this showed up when I was splitting the deck too. So with the two of wands, this could be making a bad plan. This could be watching something else on the internet or something else turn upside down. It could be a little bit of damned if I do, damned if I don't. But I feel like this two of wands, because this is a different suit, this is somebody that's standing in between the emperor and something or somebody else, and that thing is at a distance. Sorry, I said emperor. It's supposed to be king of pentacles, I believe. We have the eight of wands. So there's a lot of like fast incoming communication. This could be energies. These could be like projections. We have the eight and we have the two. So that is six. So that could be like a lot of recognition. That could be like a lot of attention, whether that's positive or negative. Um, it's going to be interesting to see how that translates into the next row with that two of wands to see if that is like the same or a separate energy. We have the sun. So a lot of exposure is going to be heading towards this two of wands energy. This could be like, oh, look at they have so much light, they're amazing, they look awesome. Inner child, somebody could be promoting somebody else. There's a level of like innocence that's here with this white horse. And the black rod is in here too. Typically is it in the sun card? I think it's also in the sun card, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check. And this sun card it is. We have the three of wands. It could be exposed about somebody's manifestations, like their ships are finally coming in. Somebody's going to get the exposure that they've been looking to get in some kind of a way. Um, Manifestations are coming in, they're on the horizon. Three, eight, that's 11, 12, that's 13. Mhm. Judgment in the reverse. A number of people could be having judgment called upon them. A number of people could have made a bad judgment call about a person or a situation. Could have been about somebody's manifestations, even with the Three of Wands. Could be that people made a bad judgment call saying that somebody didn't have light, somebody wasn't like a child of the Most High or something, or people refused like a higher calling, but somebody else like continued to like look forward. Essentially, somebody else continued to point at God. Justice in the reverse. So there's a bad judgment, there is an injustice, or there is some kind of an imbalance here. We have the Seven of Wands. You still have the high ground. So this could be that because that sword's in the reverse. So there could be some kind of a lie or manipulation that you're dealing with that is causing some kind of an imbalance, but you're still dealing with it really well. I need to see what this bottom row is. That's Libra. So we have Libra, Leo, Taurus. Spirit, what deck would you like me to pick next? Am I using the vice versa? Do you want me to use the light seals? Um, by any means necessary. The dark siders. All right. All right, let's take a look. Got the Nine of Cups and the Five of Cups. Somebody's really sad about how somebody communicates because of the difference between the nine and the five. Somebody's really sad because somebody else has a lot of options. Somebody's sad because somebody else has a level of fulfillment all by themselves. Somebody's sad because they dealt with third party energies. Maybe they celebrated too soon. Maybe they see somebody else as a third party. And this Nine of Cups gives me the energy that this person, like, they've got it all on their own. Somebody's sad about that. That's causing them a tower. Yeah, because this person, they got it all to themselves. So they're able to get other people to come and give them offers in terms of like opportunities. The lovers, this person wants to have a love situation again. We have the Page of Pentacles here, and the chariot, or not the chariot. I was gonna say the chariot. And there's a horse here to look like the chariot, but it's actually the Six of Wands. So it's victory and recognition. So somebody's doing pretty good. I think that's this King of Pentacles energy that we've heard. Yeah, somebody's got it all. That's why they're able to like manifest. They're able to like see forward. What's the King of Pentacles? We have the Three of Cups. So there could be three energies that are helping to lift up a King of Pentacles. There could be three energies that are celebrating a King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles, they could become a King of Pentacles by utilizing the power of three. So that could be like a manifestation. Um, Three of Cups, that can also be a ritual. So like we could see later that it transpires that some magic kind of comes out. But in my opinion, I feel like it's more so there's like three energies that are celebrating in King of Pentacles. I mean, it's a King of Pentacles, right? So those could be supporters, they could be fangirls, uh, a number of things. What is this Two of Wands? We have the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Somebody's like moving with whatever plan that they have, and it's going to run them straight into that Eight of Wands. That could be clash, that could be conflict, but this person's also running away from the Three of Cups. The Knight of Wands, that can be impulsive, but it's almost like impulsively running away from all three energies at the same time. It's like, this was kind of cool. I wanted to try this, and now I'm seeing this, and I'm like, oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. So Eight of Wands. Look at the world in the reverse. So Sagittarius energy. Somebody has a hole in their protection. Somebody does not have the guides in their corners. This is somebody who would show up as the feminine version of the magician, in my opinion. Um, this person, they would definitely have some red flags about them. They might expose themselves like a little too much. But there's definitely a clash that's going on here. One, it's a part of somebody's plan, like what someone's planning, their future plannings. And then there's like projections. What is this? What is the thing? It's the ending of a cycle for like a number of things with a fortune in the reverse. But whoever has a hole in their protection, whoever this feminine energy is, they're going through an ending. They're going through a bad cycle. And again, it's because the guides aren't in their corners. So to me, the knight prevails, even though that's a court card. This is a major. What's the sun? The King of Wands. Yeah. Somebody is going to be exposed that somebody's coming into their power. And this King of Wands, he's going to be looking right at whoever that world was, right? It's like the destruction or the ending of somebody else's world, the destruction and loss or disapproval of guides of somebody else is essentially going to kind of seat somebody on a throne of power in a way. Because the King of Power, or the King of Power, the King of Wands, he directs his power, he directs his energy, he gives instructions, he gives orders. This is like you're growing up. Because if I show you the Sun card and the King of Wands, it's like you were always destined for power, right? Look at there's the sun. He's pointing up at the sun, the little child. He's holding on to that black rod. There's like a little kind of cross thing up here with the flag, and then he's got the horse, the white horse with innocence. But then now they're all grown up. This thing will focus. So, anyways, now you're all grown up. See that? You're a baby. Now you're all grown up. And you're looking back too. And this could be you're looking back on a specific Sagittarius energy. You could be looking back on energies that maybe you used to like impulsively move towards, that you thought that these energies were, amazing or captivating. But now that you're in your power and you're looking back, you're just like, I think that a lot of these women didn't have protection. I don't think that my guides supported them or liked them. And a lot of them look like they just wanted to party. It's just three of wands. We have the lovers. So somebody's manifesting in love or a commitment. The guides are here. They're watching over this. They're helping. They're protecting. But yeah, it's like the ending of somebody else's world, put somebody else in a seat of power, and then that's when their manifestations come in. What's this judgment? King of Swords in the reverse. Oh, interesting. King of Swords in the reverse. This could be the King of Swords made a lapse in judgment. Maybe they made this decision anyways. But to go from the lovers to the King of Swords in the reverse with judgment in the reverse, I don't know. This could be the again lapse in judgment. But the King of Swords is okay. The King of Swords is probably somebody that's more than likely to be a judge out of all the other kings, at least in my opinion, right? He's giving a negative judgment to somebody or something. And we have this justice here. Was this justice? Tower. Ooh, it's about to go down. This could be something in the legal system. This could be something to do with spiritual court. This is overall energy. Like the King of Swords is like making or calling negative judgment on an air sign, a Libra specifically, if we're looking at zodiacs. What is this overall energy here? The Ten of Cups. Yeah, this is like over like happiness and fulfillment and family. What is fulfillment? What is family? Like what determines these things? Ten of Cups. Could be this. Could be how somebody views or judges family life or dynamics or what is actually fulfilling to them. I get more on this swords, please. Death. There is a change, there is a transition. A king of swords could have passed away. Somebody could have been called to the other side. It's going to be somebody in the family. Justice in the reverse. The way that they could have passed could have been not legal, not good. Tower. Death is also change. It's also transitional. It's like somebody manifests love. They get called to like something else, and then everything else has to perish. But like their sense of fulfillment's different. There's a lie. There's some unclear communication. It's a space of swords. King of Swords. So we have the King of Pentacles showing up again. This makes me wonder if like something happened to the King of Pentacles because of the King of Swords, or vice versa. So something happened to the King of Pentacles because of the King of Swords. King of Pentacles shows up in the beginning and they're doing all right. They go through a cycle of like misfortune and endings with certain feminine energies, and then they kind of like move on. They find out, where things get exposed, or they're just like, oh yeah, like I'm choosing God now, and then they come into their power. They manifest a love situation, and then it's just a really hard switch. I mean, the lovers is Gemini, and then you have that King of Swords. Now, one lover's right. One of the feminine energy that's in the connection, her back is to the connection, and she's looking back in masculine energy at these past energies or these party energies. And it could just be for history. It doesn't have to be because like it's of interest, like yes. But then the masculine energy, that King of Swords, they can be harsh with their words. And also like King of Swords, he's supposed to be sharp, he's supposed to be smart. He could have had a lapse in judgment. This could have caused like a death. This could have caused a change or a transition. And now there's going to be um like a time of like ungroundedness, maybe. It's Ace of Swords. Yeah, it's gonna affect like how this person's able to give and take to people. Maybe they decide to pull their hand back from a situation because of that King of Swords. What's the joining thing of the King of Wands with the lovers? It's temperance. So it's a spirit guide, it's a spiritual journey. It's alchemy. That's basically what's bringing in this kind of situation here. And this person, either A, there's some type of lineage connected to the Most High or a sun god, and then you have temperance, or it could be like angelic, or this angel's here to like alchemize and mix this two of wands. Like somebody's watching the King of Swords, but the tower is right next to them, and there's a lie that's behind them, and that's why death is coming. Because somebody lied to that King of Pentacles about what he was gonna get, what he was gonna receive. Because he's the king of the suit. He's in the reverse at the end, and he's also got that Six of Pentacles in the reverse, meaning that he's not gonna get paid what he's due. Whoever this King of Swords is, like I said, they're being watched. That's two of wands. And it's somebody in the family, maybe? Somebody did not get their fulfillment. Nine of Cups in the reverse, meaning complete fulfillment. The Devil. Empress. It's like some people are bound to whoever this is. Nine of Cups, because this is like being in your pride. This is having a lot of like trophies, whether they're physical or otherworldly, whatever. And then you have the Devil, and then you've got these two people, right? Or these two women kind of chained to you. This is the first time that queens are really coming up, and this is showing up closer to that Three of Cups. Page of Wands. There's still like this like lack of interest. And things are hidden, just conflict. So this looks kind of all over. It looks like there is a situation where, you know, King of Pentacles was either being celebrated, could have been having work done on them. That Three of Cups, I didn't see the Magician, but I did see the World in the reverse. And basically, I think they got their stuff packed up and they headed out of town. They're like, oh no, this ain't for me. They came into their power, manifestations come through. There's either a commitment or a lover, but it could be that this air sign isn't like hearing the higher call of this connection or this commitment. So there might be a chance in which it perishes. And with the King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Six of Pentacles, it perishes because it doesn't have like reciprocity, it doesn't have a give and take. And somebody's watching like this King of Swords. Something about this King of Swords is weird because he's like plotting to have a tower happen, like he wants things to be bad. And you have that Ace of Swords in the reverse. So it's like somebody's gonna lie on the King of Pentacles, essentially. Yeah, somebody's gonna lie on the King of Pentacles. Like the work that he does, the quality of work that is done by the King of Pentacles, like somebody's gonna lie on him. And somebody's gonna investigate this with the Hermit. They're gonna look into this. They're gonna be like, why? Could be investigating somebody's work. Yeah, there's an investigation right now about what somebody's offering. And then there's like this loving nature connection here, trying to grow some things. But it's like the negative judgment from this King of Swords is the thing that continues to stop certain manifestations from coming in. And it's giving that like their energy is a third party energy. But you're gonna succeed anyways. Yeah, after all this is done, you're not gonna have to worry about carrying anything else with the Ten of Wands in the reverse. I would keep an eye on whoever the King of Swords is. This is like a manipulative masculine or slow masculine energy. And again, they denied like a higher calling in a way, or they had a lapse in judgment and they made a bad judgment call and did an injustice. And then this is causing some situations to essentially fall and go down. But that is what I have for you guys today.